Interland. Here's the scene a short time ago. The Ravens out and through a sea of pyrotechnics. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up to the Cardinals. The children will grow. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. It's caught, and there's the first NFL catch for Marquise Brown.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Well, it didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Baltimore, first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They run. It's Mark Ingram. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up. The defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
3rd and 7.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Come on. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Here's Jackson to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Clay. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a 1st down.
First down.
Murray now on 1st down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Johnson. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
To throw on 3rd down. Murray looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Cyrus Jones back to return for the Ravens. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Jackson now off the bootleg. He'll buy some, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That was the corner, Robert Alford, with a sack. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
He was defended by Patrick.
Here's Sam Cook now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. We're scoreless after 1. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, 2nd quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. We got 4.
Off the draw, here's Johnson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A lot of people felt Johnson was a little misused during what was a disappointing 2018. 940 yards on the ground, 7 touchdowns. Great for most, but not the season Johnson was hoping for. And he said this offseason, there are a lot of good running backs in the NFL, but I'm the best. And now he's trying to prove it, hoping to get back to the production that sent him to the Pro Bowl in 2016. That would certainly help his rookie quarterback. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
At the 21-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
They run from the pistol with Ingram. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
3rd and 7.
Let's go. Watch the run. Watch the run.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. This is taken at the 23. Nearly a huge return. As it is, still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about it.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Cards stringing together a couple of good pickups. It's another 1st down on that play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the Ravens' 33-yard line.
Shut! Get your money. Get your money. 40. You better be afraid of me. You
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. And he's going to go down again. Patrick Owasor providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he'll back up a few steps as he'll make the fair catch at about the 8-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's
this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, 92 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
At their own 25
ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. David Johnson here on the catch. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Murray now to throw. Before this season started, Johnson, and that's caught inside the 35. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Wide open receiver, complete. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Murray now on 1st down. The quick slant caught. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Murray to air it out again. There's the first NFL grab for Andy Isabella. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella with his first career NFL touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score.
We got this.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Watch out. Switch.
They go to Johnson again. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray over the middle and caught by the tight end Clay. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Let's go now. 10, 58 right there. 3 buzz.
Jackson. He finds Roberts, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. This is Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Baltimore was the most run-heavy team in the league last year after Lamar Jackson took over as a starter. And you think about Mark Ingram. He goes from a situation where he was sharing time with Kamara in New Orleans. Now he figures to be the top guy in the Baltimore backfield. Although I guess you could say he's kind of splitting time with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson. But a great veteran presence. Mark Ingram is behind Jackson. Ingram now in his 9th NFL season.
2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
You can't block me. You can't block me. 58, boy. 58. 58, Mike. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Motion. Block. 58.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Looking left side. Andrews with it complete. And Andrews lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yeah, they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
At the 40-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
At the Ravens' 41-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Caught on the left side. Fitzgerald. Touchdown, Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jackson now. And that'll be incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know, the rhythm seems off. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. A 3rd quarter score now from MetLife Stadium. And the Giants have scored to extend their lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And a nice gain at 21 yards. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Watch your slant, watch your slant, watch your slant.
They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Switch, switch, switch.
On second down, here's Murray. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Patrick Owasor able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Here we go, here we go.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. Here we go, here we go. Check. 61. Max box. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Joker, 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 joker.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 16 yards, a first down. The young buck finding the veteran there. There is 14 years separating Kyler Murray and Larry Fitzgerald. Murray turning 22 back on August 7th. And on August 31st, Larry Fitzgerald turned 36. But these two guys like each other, and it shows on the field. On first down, Johnson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 20-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Again, it's Johnson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
First down, Arizona.
One set. Check. He's coming. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the foot.
Back to the ground on first down, Edmonds. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll try to run with Edmonds. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. 10, and he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken near the 13. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Space to maneuver at the 40. Johnson on his way. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Cardinals 24, Ravens 13.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Corey Peters slipping in and getting the sack.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Jackson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Byron Murphy, the rookie from Washington. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
At the 29-yard line.
Set 41. Man, I got you.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And this, not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours, right? So is your body going to be awake when it's time to play? A lot of teams actually rehearse it. They practice it. Maybe the week of the game, they move everything up to that time frame so guys get used to doing it that way. I remember when I played at Tennessee, when we had to go from east to west, our trainer Tim Karen said, leave your watches on East Coast time. Every piece of information we got was East Coast Standard Time. Try to psychologically tell us what to do, as well as prepare our bodies the same way.
So for the Cardinals, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL.